We see a bump in popularity every 4 years because of the Olympics, but we always wondered what would happen if a U.S. team actually, didn't just get on the podium but won gold. And we knew it would be big, but we didn't think it'd be this big. The interest in our sport's at an all-time high. Memberships doubling in clubs across the country, besides the new clubs that are opening up too. So to get to travel around and see that firsthand, to see what our win did for our sport in our country, it's really fulfilling. I'm really happy doing it.
You talk about clubs popping up. I think Jacksonville is a perfect example of that. And a lot of it had to do, of course, with Nationals coming here a few years ago as well. But the sport doing well down here in the sunshine.
Yeah, it doesn't really matter what part of the country it is, and that's something I think that surprised us again over the last decade. Is we've always thought of it as a cold weather sport, a northern sport, but the same people that are involved in the curling clubs where I'm from in the north are the same great people that are driving the sport in the south too. And it's good that we had a part in helping get that going, but really it's the dedicated people like with the Jacksonville Granite Club down here and all the other clubs that I've seen in the last few months that are driving the growth of the sport. And to help them is great, but it's really them that are doing it.
And it's not just the average Joe who's out there doing this now. I just saw a piece the other day with Jared Allen and a few other all-pro football players. I mean, it's getting the attention of everybody, pro athletes included.
Yeah, it's great for our sport exposure-wise too, to have people of that type of standing that are playing, but also that they get out there and realize it's not nearly as easy as they thought. The reason that Jared and those guys started playing is because they thought it'd be something they could just take up and win at immediately, and they kind of got their butts handed to them everywhere they've gone and played so far, but they're really embracing the curling community as a whole.
So those are football players trying it. If I had to ask you, which sport do you think translates the best?
Yeah, we get asked that a lot, and there really isn't a good answer for it. The ice sport athletes are the ones you would think would be the best, but gymnasts, I think just that balance, the different positions you have to get in to throw a rock, I think would do well. I don't think I've seen a gymnast on the ice, but I think they'd do well. That would be my best guess as of now. We'll have to get some kind of crossover at some point with gymnastics and see if we're right.